Hello everyone, my name is Chance Brunton. Welcome back to Zero Escape Virtue's Last Reward. I'm joined once again by Tyler.
Hello.
And in the last episode, we finished with the first voting round. And now, before we explore the next set of chromatic doors, we're going to have a look around some of the areas we've already seen, or that have already opened up, and see if we can find a way out or anything else that's useful.
Yeah, so these are the crew quarters, as well as what we did last time, as well as the other options you could have gone through.
Yeah, and
named by color and named by what they are instead of the chromatic door.
Mm-hmm. I'm not. We already went to the crew quarters, so I'm not really sure if there's any point in going back there at this point. So should we check out maybe some of the other areas?
Sure. You'll be able to talk to the people in the crew quarters, and you'll end up going through each of the spots. So.
Oh, okay. So we can explore all of them.
Yeah, you'll have to.
All right. Well, then in that case, we'll just work our way down the list.
There is some stuff about, like, people will say different things depending on when you visit the groups, but it's usually the same thing.
Okay.
Or it's, like, minor differences, like you said, I just came from the lounge or something.
I see.
Oh, hey, Sigma. Can I get you a seat?
Are you some kind of waitress?
What do you want?
What do you mean, what do I want? I just came here to check up on you guys. Actually, conspicuously, this is the room of all of the girls, so I think we made the right choice.
Well, not Alice, but yeah.
True.
And
yeah, but she just betrayed us anyway, so I'm not exactly feeling as friendly there. So, this is the lounge, huh? A bar, a sofa, and 3 ladies. I feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
You better not be underage.
I turned 21 just the other day.
I see. I also don't think that's canonically correct. I think she's lying. Well, I guess we could probably have a drink or two then. Unfortunately, as much fun as that sounds like, I don't think it's a very good idea.
Why not?
This isn't really a good time to be getting wasted.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
Yeah, but drink after the fact, not during it, probably.
Yeah, you've got a point.
Sigma?
I'm just kidding. Besides, I've got a headache. Drinking is probably not the best plan.
It hasn't gone away yet?
Well, it was fine for a while, but now I guess the bastard's back.
Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm sure if I just leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway. Has this been happening to anyone else?
What? The headaches?
Uh-huh.
Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago. I feel fine now, though.
What about you, Luna?
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier. Not me. No headaches here. Well,
what?
it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird. Your head feels weird? No. My body feels weird. Like my whole body.
Do you feel kind of numb? I think I've got the same thing. It's kind of like, like when you fall asleep on top of one of your arms. And then when you wake up, that arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. It's not just my arm, though. My whole body feels kind of numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but... Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean.
And that's a common thing. Really?
It's kind of like my body isn't really mine. I'm sort of floating. Like that?
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas.
The what now?
It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you.
Oh, yeah, right.
It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it must have been pretty powerful stuff.
You think this might be some kind of side effect?
Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here.
Alright, I'll go have a look somewhere else then. You guys going to stick around here?
Yeah. Haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Okay. Catch you later then. I waved goodbye and headed toward the exit. Where to next? Oh, that didn't give us a lot of information. I guess the infirmary.
You mentioned someone, pretty much everyone felt weird about something.
True. Seems reasonable under the circumstances, though. Unless it's like a side effect of jumping between parallel worlds or something. So, this is the infirmary, huh?
Oh, Sigma.
I see a puzzle on the wall. Is that something that we might have had to have dealt with if we'd come here first, but not right now?
The rooms are the same as the puzzle rooms, basically. So.
Okay, so this is just a puzzle room we didn't have to do.
Yeah.
Alice?
What's up with your face?
Shepard?
You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
Of course. I'm teetering on the brink of the abyss thanks to you.
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are.
And that's enough to justify screwing someone else over?
That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes.
Oh yeah, that's worth killing someone over.
You want to wear clothes?
I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
What an idiot.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look. Let me try this again. I'm frustrated. But there really is something important I have to do.
Which is?
Avenge my father's murder. That's what I have to do.
What happened to him? Could you elaborate on that?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
He was killed by a mysterious bunny rabbit. We never found the culprit. Fine.
You guys are actually the exact suspect list.
Yeah. Just tell me one thing. Does your father's murder have anything to do with us being trapped here? I'm guessing, yeah, so the murderer probably is here, I would imagine, judging from the other games. Because in the other games, it's always like there's, you know, the game is about punishment, right? So several people here deserve to die.
Yeah. It's like resolving all of the issues that happen, or that exist within the group, sort of.
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction.
Meaning?
I was on their trail. I was tracking down the people who killed him.
How close were you?
I can't say.
I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say, like, it was Luna or something.
But it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me.
Are you a detective?
Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though. Why are you guys looking at me like that?
Well, I mean, you don't really have the detective look.
I didn't say I was a detective.
Then what are you? CIA?
No.
Fine. Well, whatever you are, you don't look like one.
That's fine. In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better. Better I keep 'em guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No. She has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere.
Where's somewhere?
In the middle of a desert.
A desert?
Yes. But that's an awfully long story.
And also an awfully relevant one, so maybe you should share it.
Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree? That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information too?
We should ask Tenmyoji about his relationship with Quark.
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
I see. Very well, then. Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
You know what? With that outfit, it makes a lot of sense. A ringleader?
You're kidding.
Nope, I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world. It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader. My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this quadruple flip and missed. Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. Still, he was pretty reckless for a guy that age. Always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up. Guess he just took it too far.
I see. You lost your father too, then?
Yeah. Shit. Guess I got a little sappy there. Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars and gotten shit-faced. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside. Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas and I'm out like a light. Next thing I know, I'm waking up in the AB room. Anyway, enough about me.
It is curious. He does sound like he has as little connection as, like, we do.
We still haven't heard your story, Sigma. Who are you?
I told you guys the first time we met. Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school, and when I got into my car, this white gas started pouring out of everywhere.
Are you some kind of doctor?
Huh? No, I'm still working on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah, I guess I have.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
Believe me, I've thought about it, but I just keep drawing a blank.
What about Zero?
No idea.
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
Nope. You're all strangers. Well, I guess I can't really say for sure about Kay, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible he's someone I know. That goes for everybody.
Just who is he anyway?
Yeah.
Until that amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing. Has nobody, looked into the possibility of being able to take off his mask?
Oh, come on. You know he's full of
not actually
shit.
sure.
Because that seems like, something that people should be interested in this scenario, including him. Because if he's got amnesia, I would think he would be interested to see if anybody would recognize his face.
Yeah.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
Okay, well, Kay is a bit of a mystery, but what about some of the others? Clover, for instance. What does she do?
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
What about Quark? Well, I guess he probably doesn't really have a job, huh? He's still in elementary school, right? Why is that funny?
It's nothing. Just forget about it. Yeah, you're right. Boy his age would be in elementary school.
You
But
really
he's
don't
not.
know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well, I know a little about Luna. I got her talking when we were in the infirmary. She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know, she didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
A lot of
leaves us
awkward
with Phi.
silences.
Yeah.
She's the most mysterious to me.
There's a lot of awkward silences in general. They like to do the thing where they have like the ... for like 3 dialogues in a row all the time.
Phi's more mysterious than Kay to Alice. Seems
That is
weird.
interesting.
What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
We know she can fly, basically.
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
No, nothing in particular.
You sure?
Yeah. She's a real mystery, all right. I honestly know about as much as you do. So, basically nothing. I hadn't really realized it until I said it. I'd spent hours with Phi, and yet I knew nothing about her except her name, and I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she, really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. A fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader. Plus 2 total mysteries. What do we all have in common? I don't think Zero would just grab a bunch of people randomly.
There's no point to talking about this. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
I'm gonna go check on the others then.
Where do you plan on going?
Gee, I wonder where I should go. To the crew quarters. I think I'll head to the crew quarters.
I see. Right. Later, bro.
Okay.
Having multiple options usually, but just having one at the end is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Every time it happens.
I headed out of the infirmary.
It's like, which one of the one should I choose? So now for Kay and Quark, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before, weren't you?
Yeah, I was. Phi, Alice, and I went through all the rooms.
Did you find anything suspicious?
No, but you should see this wonderful, calendar thing we found. It's amazing.
Like a secret door or something?
I think they already did, because Quark and Tenmyoji were talking about it.
That's true, yeah. We came through here on the way back, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
If I had, you really think I wouldn't have told you?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
Out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
Huh? Oh, that's a book of meowt cats.
A meowt?
Oh, sorry. It's just this thing that's happened to me ever since I was a kid. Whenever I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. It doesn't really mean anything, though.
Oh, okay.
That's weird.
That was a well-delivered voice line.
So what's the cat book about?
Oh, well, there's this quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. The book talks a meowed it.
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right?
Meowby?
What?
I don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what Phi told me.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
It's spreading!
Oops.
Everyone's getting infected by the cat disease.
It's contagious. Well, what about it, you guys?
What do you mean?
You checked out the lounge with Clover and Temyoji, and Quark was in the infirmary with Dio and Luna. Anything suspicious there?
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious, but I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed.
Lunar eclipse?
Yes. Apparently, there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow.
Isn't that this New Year's Eve?
I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year, or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
The 31st, huh? I'd been knocked out at dawn on the 25th, so the 31st would be 6 days after that. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. What did it have to do with any of this? Try as I might, I couldn't think of any way an eclipse could be connected to our abductions.
What about the infirmary, Quark? Did you find anything there?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing, though.
What was it?
Dio and Luna didn't tell you?
No.
Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Quark reached into his pocket and pulled out what appeared to be a newspaper clipping. My throat began to tighten as I read it. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
Speaking of diseases like the cat one.
Yeah. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe as like wildfire. The World Health Organization has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Is this for real?
Hard to believe.
If it really is some kind of pandemic, though, that sounds like a pretty big deal.
Yes, it does.
Also sounds familiar to the real world.
Yeah, sounds kind of topical. So then why didn't we have our masks, apart from Kay? There hasn't been anything on the news, though. This is the first time I've even heard the term Radical 6.
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
Clover's voice shattered the silence.
You guys! Hurry! You need to come with me!
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something.
What did you find?
It's horrible. It's really scary.
Horrible?
Oh, never mind!
I'll keep you in anticipation of the scary thing, obviously.
Just shut up and follow me!
Sounds
Follow
like a
me to the
smart
horrible,
idea.
scary thing.
You'll understand when you see it.
Where is it?
It's right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
I'm not going to hit you with an axe as you come through the door or anything. It's fine. Clover was the first into the room, followed quickly by me, Kay, and Quark. She said nothing, just pointed under the bed. The three of us crouched down and followed her finger, all in very vulnerable positions, and there it was. What the hell is this?
I think it's a bomb.
Bomb? No. No way. This is what we had seen in our vision.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
I guess it did look like the moon was in the sky, so maybe that was the desert? Of course. It was the same bomb I'd seen in my vision. Then it hadn't been a hallucination.
Unless you're really accurate with hallucinations.
Yeah. Had it actually been a premonition?
We need to tell everybody!
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
Why did you tell Luna before you told us when we were also in the crew quarters?
See?
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
Is anybody a bomb defusal expert? No sooner had she spoken the words than the rest of our fellow captives appeared. Luna pushed through them and pointed at the bomb.
Has anyone memorized the keep talking manual?
Yeah. As long as there's no Morse code, we're fine.
You see?
For several long moments, we just stared in silence. Slowly, we began to eye one another. Old suspicions suddenly reawakened. It was Phi who finally broke the silence.
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Who was the first person to find this?
Me. And Luna. We found it while we were searching this room.
I thought you and Luna were in the lounge.
Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there. So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here, then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Clover!
Clover's eyes widened and she clapped her hands over her mouth.
Sounds like maybe Alice was lying about Clover.
Yeah, that they are connected by job, whatever Alice does. Maybe Clover is in training to do the same thing.
I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb.
It's rich to ask for our trust after she just betrayed in the last round.
And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
What?
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Annie Hill Nation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah? Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
I mean, I don't feel like that has anything to do with it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
Yeah, it is highly, advanced science, so even expecting him to know much besides what quark is kind of
That doesn't even have anything to do with it. I mean, all it is there's two kinds of matter. There's regular stuff and the anti-stuff. The anti-stuff is really rare and doesn't usually naturally happen. But if somebody makes a bit of it and they meet, they go boom! and it's really big. And so it's like that's as much explanation as you need. The worrisome thing is that it tends to explode just naturally because it just has to come into contact. So if you're going to make an antimatter bomb, the thing is fail dangerous. You have to actively be stopping it from exploding. And if you fail to stop it, it will just explode.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Phi nodded and turned to Quark.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
A lot of silence.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh. All right, how
He
about
is
this?
very young, so...
I mean, I feel like he can't be that young. That seems ridiculous.
You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites.
I don't think we want to be getting into this kind of explosion.
What happens when you put them together?
Yeah, now this is not an appropriate way of explaining this.
Well, if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's
This is like more complicated versions that uses like analogies that don't even make sense.
Yeah, and only lead to even worse questions that I really don't want to have to explain to him.
But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby! Ha!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation. It's not a real baby, of course, but like a baby, it's got all sorts of potential to do amazing things.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
I almost thought he said just how big of a baby.
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E = mc squared. The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so
you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared. That should get you the amount of energy.
For example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
Yes. That means annihilation would produce roughly 63 trillion joules.
Which is how much? Because a joule is not a lot. 63 trillion joules? It's like that will power a toaster.
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
Oh, okay.
Not exactly a toaster.
A big toaster.
You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True.
So this facility.
But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
That seems very optimistic.
Perhaps, but how do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it?
Yeah, you're right.
If the bombs are numbered,
Then there could be a number 2 bomb or a number 1 bomb out there, huh?
yes.
Or even a 4 as well.
Yeah, what they should
Or
do,
even for it to stop at 3.
they should have a 1, 2, and 5 bomb and no 4 bomb, and then that just keeps people looking.
There's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th, or a 5th, or...
In fact, this may very well be the only bomb, but Zero wrote a 3 on it just to make you think there were more.
Yeah, it's 0 the third as a bomb.
Yeah.
That's 0-3.
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. Somewhere.
If there is more than 1 bomb, then disarming just this bomb is no longer helping much. Because you have no idea where the other ones are. You have to disarm them all. Dio stepped forward and reached for the bomb.
No! Don't touch it!
Alice grabbed Dio by the wrist and jerked him away from the bed.
What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now, until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
And you're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate.
Let's
So-
try 11111.
Yeah, we just need to get this password.
Yes, that's right.
But there's no keyboard or anything on the bomb.
Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Maybe the phone?
Who would do something like this?
I have no idea. But we can figure out when they did it.
Oh, yeah?
When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
I mean, unless we just didn't look
No.
under the bed, because I certainly didn't. After we left, huh?
I mean, it was obvious enough that apparently Luna and Clover found it really quickly.
Sure.
So.
But when we went and checked the chromatic doors, we were all there. And after that, we've all been around other people. There's no way anyone could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
What do you mean?
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah. Anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Crying in a corner. Ha! Well, I was just kind of deep in thought, I guess. I stayed behind in the warehouse when you guys went off. Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't plant the bomb, but...
Hey, why are you guys giving me that look? You don't think I planted it, do you? I mean, do we? Maybe it's an unreliable narrator. Maybe we have a split personality.
I never said that.
Not out loud, you didn't.
Yeah, it's possible. There's a lot about Sigma we don't know, so...
Mm-hmm. You've got to be kidding me. I don't know anything about this bomb.
Really? Are you sure? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
That was, just a... I could hardly say premonition. If they didn't think it was the worst lie on the planet, they'd think I was insane. Oh my god, another round of silence.
Yeah, awkward silence, but twice.
Wait. This doesn't make any sense. According to Temioji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only one who's under suspicion? Also, there's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here and they set up the...
Impossible.
Why?
There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero Senior, which would, of course, make the AI Zero Junior.
Okay. Fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's no way.
But what if the 10th person is Zero Senior?
I don't think it could be.
Why not?
Well, Zero Junior said so. He said that the real Zero was one of us.
He didn't say that exactly, did he? Vi and Clover were right. There couldn't be a 10th guest. And Zero Senior was, without a doubt, one of us. But if that was the case, then could Zero Senior have planted the bomb? If not, then who had? Alice? Dio? Luna? Kay? Clover? Temioji? I? Or... It seemed insane, but could it have been Quark? No. Why would Zero Senior have gone to all the trouble of setting a bomb? To make this game more exciting? To make it seem more dangerous? No. It didn't fit at all. But if that was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no! This is bad!
What is it?
Press the buttons on your bracelet!
Oh, shit. Is this for real?
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open!
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to wait until later.
All right, come on, everyone. We need to do a better job of keeping track of the time. I guess it would be really bad if we had missed that.
Just like how in the AB game, it took you until like the last second to actually press the button.
Mm-hmm.
When you had
Everything
45
always takes 4
minutes.
hours. So we should have, what, 10 minutes to decide this?
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Isn't that less than before?
I thought it was 5 the first time. But
The
it's
doors
been a
have
while.
opened.
We need to figure out who's going where and fast.
So our options this time are,
We don't have time to wait for you to figure it out. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this once.
Fi laid out our options. Option A, Luna and I, yellow, pair up with Clover, to open the green door. Temioji and Dio pair up with Alice to open the red door. Kay and Quark pair up with Fi to open the blue door. Option B, Luna and I pair up with Fi to open the red door. Temioji and Dio pair up with Clover to open the blue door. Kay and Quark pair up with Alice to open the green door. I think I misspoke there on the first one. Option C, Luna and I open the blue door with Alice. Temioji and Dio pair up with Fi for the green door, and Kay and Quark pair up with Clover to open the cyan door. I think it's gonna give us the buttons. It's easier probably just to look at the buttons.
Remain
Yeah.
until
It'll give you the
doors.
buttons that if you have the choice.
Okay. How are we gonna do
We
this?
need a system here, or we'll never have time to argue it out. Why don't we let the people who are at the most disadvantage right now decide?
The most what?
The people who only have 1 BP.
Oh, so that would be me, you, and Temioji.
No way. I refuse.
Well then, what would you suggest?
We'll be fair and take a vote.
A vote. So we all just raise our hands for the option we want?
Exactly.
So which one do you want, Alice?
Option C. I want to go with Sigma and Luna.
Tough. Pick something else.
My. Looks like you're not so fond of me anymore. Do you agree with him, Luna?
I'll just let Sigma decide.
Fine.
I'd like option C too. Clover and I were a pair for the first round, so I feel that I can trust her. What about you, Quark?
That's fine with me.
So that's 3 votes for option C, counting mine. How about the rest of you?
I'd like to pair up with Sigma and Luna too.
Seems like we're the popular pick.
Yeah. So, option B then. I'd like to go with Fi. You good with that, Luna?
Sure. I really don't mind.
Then we've got 3 votes for option B.
I'd like to go with option A.
You want to pair up with Alice? You're a strange duck. Wait, isn't Alice? Oh no, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got confused with Alice and
Alice
Lewis.
at the bottom.
Yeah.
How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
So we're evenly split. 3 votes for everything.
Remains
There was
until
there was
chromatic
3 and then
doors
3,
close.
and then the last one was just Dio and Tenmyoji, I think.
Right. Oh yeah, because Alice
so that
wanted to do
leaves
something.
someone. I forget who.
So 2 votes for A and 3 votes for B and C. If Clover's vote doesn't decide this thing, we're gonna have to figure out something else.
Which one do you want, Clover?
I wonder if Clover will side with you or Alice.
I want to go with option C. Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Option C had won 4 votes. We were almost out of time, and I didn't exactly have a convincing argument. So option C is the one where we pair with Alice?
Yeah, because that's what Alice wanted. Alice got the support of two other people, as well as through Clover, because they were friends, I guess.
Right.
Or any other reason that she gave.
I was going to have to go with the majority.
10 seconds remain until chromatic doors close. 9, 8, 7.
The doors are closing. Let's go!
Come on, Luna, hurry up. We've got to get to the blue door.
Right.
Luna, Alice, and I dashed toward the blue door. I looked over my shoulder in time to see the others disappearing into their doors. Clover, Quark, and Kay had ended up with the red door. And Phi, Dio, and Temioji had gone to the green door. So who are the solos in this? It's Phi is a solo, Alice is a solo, and...
I think it was Clover, because Kay wanted to go with Clover because they were partners, but they weren't together this time.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so it's going to be Clover versus Quark and Kay.
Yeah.
I wonder if she's going to throw them under the bus. I feel like Quark and Kay will vote... ally, and Clover may vote betray. Phi, Dio, and Temioji. Phi is the solo.
Yeah, Phi is a very logical person, so she'll probably figure out what the right move for herself is.
Yeah, I feel like Dio and Temioji... Temioji's a weird one, because I feel like he's gonna vote betray, or want to vote betray. Not because it's in his nature, but because he's gonna feel betrayed from the first round and like he's up against the wall.
Yeah.
So actually, I can see their group just both voting betray and getting nothing.
Yeah, there's also the fact that, like, with Dio, it sounded to you sort of like he wanted to betray but didn't for some reason last time.
Yeah. I'm not strongly sold on that, but it is what it sounded kind of like. So I could see Temioji talking Dio into it, and then Phi going for it as the logical choice. So I think they're all going to betray. I think Quark and Kay are going to ally, and Clover is going to betray them.
Yeah, Phi might literally even tell Temioji she's going to betray just because that would confirm both of their survivals.
It would, yeah. Alice is tricky, because she stabbed us in the back in the first round. If she was willing to agree that we're both going to ally, I would still be willing to go along with it. Because I understand her logic. Like, I can't blame her too hard for that, even if I don't think it was the right choice. And the things she said so far about, like, the having to avenge a death or whatever, I'm inclined to believe she's not really a bad person. She's just extremely logical and selfish. But I think if she was willing to agree to a double ally, that we could potentially still trust her with it. But it's hard after the first betrayal.
Yeah.
I hope that maybe the dialogue with her during solving puzzles and afterwards might help kind of straighten that out.
2, 1, 0. Chromatic doors closing.
Wait, did we ever get a map for Floor B?
We didn't.
I thought it was just Floor A.
Yeah, we only got the one map ever, and I guess it just covers everything? Alright, well, so now we're going to start into the puzzle and exploration phase, I guess, for this. We're going to have to figure our way out of another room. But we'll do that in the next episode. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.
Bye.